My parents realised if we start to shift our mindset and start to remove some barriers for Kate, she can probably do things that we can, and she might just do them a bit differently.
We're very, very lucky to have Kate Naess here. How do you feel about being on the coverage with Channel 9 this year?
It's an absolute pleasure. My story is about turning adversity into opportunity. It isn't a story of perfection, it is a story of persistence, of learning how to reframe challenges as opportunities, to see setbacks not as signs we are failing, but a part of the process of becoming. It is your decisions, your mindset, your habits, your perspective that shape the outcome more than any stroke of luck ever could. Because the hand you're dealt doesn't define you, but how you choose to play it does. Adversity, while uncomfortable, can often reveal our deeper sense of purpose. When we stop resisting the cards we're dealt and play them with intention, something shifts. It is where resilience is born. Growth is messy, it's uncomfortable, and often painfully slow. But the discomfort of growth is far more rewarding than the safety of standing still. Once you stop being afraid of failure and embrace learning, you have transitioned into a growth mindset. I was standing on the start line of a race that would determine my Paralympic qualification. Everything depended on that performance. But physically, I was depleted. I couldn't keep food down. I had nothing in the tank. But I had to stay present. I had to regulate my attention and focus on what was in my control. I learned something that day. When conditions are imperfect, performance becomes a mental and emotional skill, not just a physical or technical one. And the same applies in leadership. Performance breaks down not because people aren't capable, but because they rely on the wrong things under pressure. We're taught to push harder, optimise more, control outcomes. But sustainable performance isn't built on control. It's built on perspective, adaptability, and response, not reaction. Sustainable performance requires rhythm, not constant intensity. Recovery isn't weakness, it's strategy. And the leaders who last, the professionals who thrive, aren't the ones who push hardest. They are the ones who know when to recalibrate, when to recover, and when to reframe. Research consistently shows that when people operate under sustained pressure without recovery, three things decline first: cognitive flexibility, emotional regulation, and decision quality. In other words, the very skills leaders rely on most. I'm Kate Naess, and although we may not be able to choose the cards we are dealt, we can choose how we play the hand.